So I'm delighted to be joined by Treaty new signing Dean O'Shea. Dean, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad now yourself.
Good. I said you're a new signing. You're here over a month now, but firstly, how have you found things at the club so far?
Yeah, it's been great. Like since I've signed, I've settled in very quick, and obviously I knew a few of the lads because there's a few of them up my way. But no, it's been good. It's flown by. Like I think it's 5 or 6 weeks now I've been there. So yeah, it's been really good. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and you played against Cove on Friday. For how would you reflect on that game to Cove, and then some would say an unlucky defeat in a game that we dominated mostly, and then that goal in the last few minutes.
Yeah, look, it's a sickener. Like we've been on a good run the last few weeks, and I thought we were the better team for most of the game, but that's what happens. You don't take your chances in these sort of games. Look, right at the very end, they've nicked one from a set piece, and yeah, look, we can't dwell on it too much. You just have to move on and hopefully put things right in a big game against Wexford on Friday.
Yeah, and before that, you got an assist against Kerry on the Friday before, and then played a crucial part in that comeback against Waterford. How important were those points in the playoff hunt?
Um, yeah, because obviously against Kerry it was 1-1. It was kind of a cagey game, and look, it couldn't have went much better for me kind of coming on. And I've seen the centre half look up to play it across, and I've nicked it. And look, Enda, if you set him up, he's going to score. He's a goal scorer, and that's what he does. And the game against Waterford, I don't think many people gave us a chance. And even when we went 2-0 down early on, I thought like we were still in the game. We were playing well. So yeah, obviously success popped up and scored two worldies. So you can't complain with that. But yeah, no, they're huge points. Like they put us right back in the mix and keep us in the pack, um, the chasing pack for the playoffs.
Yeah, and I suppose Wexford on Friday. Is there a feeling kind of to put things right, considering the narrow defeat against Cove, but also the narrow defeat a few weeks ago against Wexford, especially as well considering the season is last 6 or 7 games now, and the playoffs are coming that much nearer. Is there a feeling of putting things right?
Yes, so that was my first game. I was in the squad for that one, and um, again, like it was a really close game, and they could have went either way. And like they've nicked one goal, and they've sat in and kind of just dug out the result. So hopefully, at home we can give them one. Oh, we owe them one, don't we? So hopefully we can get at them early on and get a result. And obviously, what's there left? 8 games, 7, 8 games. So
Yeah, I think it's around that. I think it's seven
so
games.
every game's a big game. So you have to treat every game like a cup final. There's no easy games left. So just have to keep going and hopefully get a result.
Yeah, as we said at the start, you're here about 5 or 6 weeks. How did the move come about to Treaty? You were playing at Maynooth, in the Leinster Senior League. How did you get in contact with Tommy?
Yeah, it was a bit of a mad one because I kind of back in pre-season with Maynooth and kind of gearing up for obviously that runs at a different time the
Yeah,
league, so that was only starting fresh again. And obviously, I knew a few of the lads in college with success, and I know Andy and know Dean George. I played with them before that at loan, and they were kind of I knew they were loving it here, and I got in contact with Tommy, and look, he was really good. It gave me a chance and asked me to come in, and look, I haven't looked back since. Came in, and I feel like yeah, kind of took my opportunity, and yeah, look, I'm delighted to be here, and just can't wait. I'm loving it. It's been so good so far, so hopefully it can continue that way.
you played, as we were saying, we played with Maynooth last season, and you played.
Mm.
I think you played against Treaty in the FA Cup last season. Did you ever think you would be playing against Treaty come 12 months?
No, you don't really. I suppose you can't really think like that. Obviously, I that was my first game for Renew actually as well, and coming up against Treaty, you kind of it was an eye opener. Obviously, they think they bet us 3-0 in the game, and look, that's the level you want to get to. You're hoping like playing for Minute, you can get your games and hopefully push on and get to a team like Treaty. And look, I'm extremely grateful to to sign for Treaty. And yeah, look, I don't know, you don't really expect it's kind of when you least expect it to happen, you get a move or you get your chance, and you just have to be ready to take it, don't you? So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and I think you're from Kildare, and it's a long journey. I know myself, it's a long journey down to Limerick. How have you found the journey down? I know you're in that kind of carpool with Dean George, Andy Spain, Colin Conroy. I think Conor Barry's in there as well. How have you found that, and do those lads kind of make it easier? Those long journeys down.
Yeah, definitely. I couldn't imagine it. Couldn't imagine doing it by myself. Like obviously we we all meet up and we take a turn driving it down, and like look, it flies by when you've got company and you've got good lads like that, and them lads especially have made it so easy for me coming in, and yeah, they've definitely really helped me to settle, and they're a really good bunch of lads. So yeah, I think I'd be lost without them there.
You said when you played against Treaty last year that it was kind of the level you wanted to be at, and obviously Treaty being a League of Ireland side. Are there, I speak to a lot of players who play Munster Senior League, and there would be major differences between obviously the League of Ireland and that junior level. But what are the differences between Leinster Senior League and the League of Ireland that you noticed?
I think it's the physicality and the speed of the game. It just goes up another level. But there's obviously good players in the Leinster Senior League and the Munster Senior League, like good players that have played in the league before and they know how to play football. But just the speed, like you kind of, if I was playing in the Leinster Senior League, you get through 90 minutes and look, you'd still be sore after, but it wouldn't be as hard. Like I came off and I think the 90th minute against Waterford, and like my legs were gone. Uh, I was dead. Like to be fair, so it's definitely just the speed, and then obviously you've got full time teams in the league, like you've got Galway and Waterford and other teams that are training three or four nights a week, and look, they're obviously going to be a lot fitter, a lot stronger, and yeah, that's definitely the main difference. And then obviously the quality of players, it's just get better and better every year. Like, um, it's always improving, so you're always going to be coming up against good players, so you have to be ready. But yeah, I'd say they are the main differences between the two.
Lastly, since joining, how have you found the Treaty fans?
Yeah, they've been great. Like especially when you're at home and they get a decent crowd there, and they're always pushing you on and cheering you on. So like even when we got the first goal against Waterford, they were definitely like the 12th man and got right behind us. And yeah, look, you're obviously going to be playing with confidence, and you've got a crowd like that behind you cheering you on. It makes it a lot easier. And look, it's not easy for other teams to come to the Markets Field either when they're there, because they can be intimidating when they want to be as well.
Yeah. Dean, thank you very much for your time, and best of luck for the rest of the season.
Lovely, thanks very much.